You're beautiful but unsatisfied since day one. You were getting teased and it scarred you when you were young. Now you're getting older and you've been on the grind. Your paper off the scale so you feel like it's time. So you got a nose job, that's the primary thing. People teased you as a kid and for some reason you hit. Always into high fashion, girl, you heavy like lead. Liposuction out your shell like a chicken and egg. Feeling confident but now you're becoming obsessed. First your nose, then your weight, now your butt and your breast. It's a Vanity Fair, cosmetic overdose. Fiending for a next operation like it was dope. Now you feel the need to skin pill, your skin's no good. But if those around you were real, they'll tell you the truth. Just because you spending thousands, that don't make it alright. Had one problem, now it's many going under the knife. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Come on. Vanity Fair, yeah. Changing one or two things, cool, girl, do you? Do you wanna be beautiful and look like you? Or do you wanna look like someone you saw in a magazine or video, but not in the raw? I like nice shaped bodies, bikinis Brazilian, but too much of anything just isn't appealing. Some people spend a lifetime, even $1 million. No grace like those unhappy with chilling. A girl with a big butt, big lips, small hips is what we all love to see, and men dream about this. There is nothing wrong with getting something broken fixed. Some women get a breast job cause cancer resists. Some women want to please their man and insist. And a woman really loves you if she wants to do this. But abuse ain't the same as intention with care. So be careful of the drug called the Vanity Fair. Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, faceline, look at your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair, come on.
Hey y'all, can you hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me finally. I figured out what I did. Hey Saucy. Wait, is there 2 lives going? Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, I'm so sick of StreamYard today. Hold on. Hey Moonlight, hey Gumby. Okay, the other one, I can't, it like totally disappeared on my end. I can't even see it. Ugh, these technical difficulties. Let me see if I can find it on here. Give me a second, y'all. I messed with my audio last night and I don't know what happened, but it like would not even load. Hold on. I'm trying to delete the other one. I can't see the other one. That's fucking wild. Where are you? Well, it's not here on my end. So, I don't even know how to get rid of that one. Shyster. Because if I delete this one, I don't even know where it's at, y'all. I can't see it on my end. It's not here on my This is so great. Oh, hold on. Let me see if it moved it to. Nope, it's still not there. What the frickin' frack? This is so weird. Hold on. I don't know what is going on. Huh. Well, we're going to roll with it. They'll figure it out. Yeah, I don't even know. It's not showing up on my end at all, so I don't know how that is happening, but it is what it is. So, gotta love technology. Technology is my biggest troll out here, y'all. Like, that's the biggest troll I have is technology in itself. And what's funny is I'm more tech savvy than a lot, but I struggle with this shit at times. But I don't get upset about it either. I just laugh because what are you gonna do? What are you gonna freaking do? Fight with it. That's what you're gonna do. All right, so we're gonna do we are going to do a video today. If I can find it. We'll see if I can find anything today. We're gonna talk about Molly and picking an angle of the story, but I did a whole video for us. So as soon as I grab it, we will do it. What are y'all up to? Tell me what you guys are up to. How's your week been? If you can't tell, my week has been absolutely insane. Haha. Ta-da. Can y'all see that? Two turntables and a microphone. You guys are all crazy. Okay. Let's do this. So this is a live from Molly Go Lightly. Of course, it is under fair use, and it is based on my opinion only on the content she put out here. Yes, this video has since been deleted. This is only like the first hour of 3+ hours of it. I got to break it up, y'all. It's too much. It's about the Idaho case and how she goes over it. Well, we're going to back it up a little bit because, sorry, let me let one of my other dogs in. Come on. Are you coming in or are you staying out with this? It's a lot. And this is pretty heavy shit. And some of the stuff that is said in here is pretty heavy. So I'm going to say trigger warning in advance. She's very insensitive, as you guys know. But the context of this is a little disturbing. So let's get into it. Oh, me and my clips. When I'm busy, that's what I do. I posted her a couple of Mrs. Doubtfire clips today for her. She doesn't even know if I exist anymore. You know, over here, not existing. Mrs. Doubtfire. Oh, Lorraine, I'm sorry. Ugh. I'm just watching the comments for a minute. Don't worry, we'll get into it. Ugh. Sepsis is terrible. A figment of your imagination. I was going to do this pre-recorded, but then I was like, hail to the nah. Nope, I'm going to go live and react with them. Pirate Girl, what do you mean? Deleted? I don't know what you're talking about. Shopaholic, I hope you feel better too.
Ouch.
Can you guys hear her okay? Well, let me continue.
Oh, we're on the wrong page. Sorry. Oops. Sorry. Hello, everyone. Molly Go Lightly. Molly Go Lightly. Everyone's favorite.
Everyone's favorite what? Everyone's favorite what? As Heels calls her a roach. Mallory calls them all roaches. Ouch. What's ouch? First and foremost, what is she ouching about? Ouch. Nanya, I was talking to you about the heavy breathing the other day. You'll get to hear it in this one.
Molly Go Lightly has not, I repeat, everyone,
Yes, Shopaholic will go over that. Can anybody explain to me, like, she obviously got sick in Vegas. We all know that. She came back and has been milking this cold, whatever. This was before she had the chest x-rays that she claims she has bronchitis now, so on and so forth. This is from, I think it's been 3 days now, if I'm correct. Just so context to all of it.
Isn't that? Ooh, I'm having a hard time breathing. Oh, Molly Golele. Can barely say my own name.
Please stop then. Please stop. By the way, the scarf isn't tight, Molly. We can see it. The scarf is not tight, so quit acting like it's tight and you need to loosen it up. Take the fucking thing off. You're sitting inside anyways. And how many days were you in that scarf? And whichever one of you OGs talked about her in the scarf, I think it was MM, but you brought it back. You guys resurrected the scarf. Thank you very much. This is all on you. It probably hasn't been washed since the last decade that she wore it every day sitting on live either. But I'm not taking credit for any of this shit. You OGs get this one. You brought the scarf back.
I don't know how many people have talked about this. I know that I have talked about this for 50 times today.
Yes, this was the day that she was live all day long. She was live. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning when I got up to go to the bathroom. She was live. When I got up at 5 a.m. for my day, she was still live. After I got back from taking the kids and doing all that stuff, she was still live. I did all of my normal daily activities. She was live throughout the day. I think I went live. Then she came back that night. She was live probably over 12 hours, 16 hours. I don't know. It was nonstop. But this was from that day. But this one, of course, got deleted. You'll see why, though.
Okay. I have still not slept. If I don't end this in 20 minutes, tell Justin or any of my patrons to call me and say, get me off the internet.
Do you think that happened? I'm curious what your predictions are going to be there.
Call my husband, call Jake, say, get me off the internet. I am obsessed. I can't think about anything but this. So how about this? The Daily Mail.
Such a credible source.
I read it. I'll share it with you. Excuse me.
Anybody? What is going on with this breathing situation in the I can't with all of this. It's too much. She opens the doorway, okay? My foot just happens to walk in it, the doorway, instead of in my mouth, and everything just comes out. There is not a fucking thing wrong with you. You're a little oh, I'm so sick. Stop. You're not a freaking toddler. I would love to know how many days she did this to her mom when she was in school, though, and got out of going to school. I'm just curious.
Dylan Mortensen is out and about. So,
y'all, just for clarification purposes too, I did not edit their names out because it's everywhere. It has been everywhere. It is everywhere. And I think it's time that people start putting some respect behind these survivors' names. They're also victims. I can't stomach what any of these people say. I can't stomach what a lot of the people that are, yeah, there's just a whole lot of nonsense going on and people who are ignorant and just looking for something to talk about. It is this story now, we have 6 months until the preliminary hearing. If you missed that today, which probably didn't because everybody was streaming it. His first preliminary hearing isn't until June 25th to be exact. So we are going to have 6 months of them milking this in every way, shape, or form, which they've been doing all along, twisting and turning it, harassing the victims, the survivors. And remember, there's a freaking gag order in place. At the end of the day, there's a gag order. Nobody should be doing interviews with the families, the victim or the survivors, anybody. They shouldn't be doing any of this stuff, but they're going to, and they're going to continue to mess with this case until who knows what'll end up being the result. I really am worried about where this is headed though, because social media has gone absolutely insane.
She is in the news. She was outside this, I guess yesterday, was it? Out for a run after she went to Starbucks.
Well, you should know, shouldn't you, Molly? Because your best buddy, JLR, sure as hell posted a picture. Not only did we come across him posting pictures of Xana in a bikini on his timeline as a thumbnail, but you both are running with an article from the Daily Mail that shows a close-up. Well, JLR zoomed in on the rear end of whoever was running and put it out there with his creepy ass ways, per usual. But you already knew about this. This isn't some shocking thing. Their little team, the heels on the ground, what they like to call themselves, clowns at the circus is more like it. But they all have this little text thing. And yes, one of them interviewed with some of the family. And of course, you know, they're going to put it out as this exclusive, all of that. That's coming too.
God, I hate this guy. I can't even look at him. Look at him. What do you know? Burger King. I got myself Coke Zero.
Beefrix, that was about the only part I could take to you. I sped it up in this video right there, and you just said it.
We're not going to insult vegans by calling him the evil vegan.
You already did that in the last story you exploited. Do you remember? You picked a line across every little thing with alkaline vegans. Do you remember that? You've already done all of that with disrespecting vegans, Molly. I don't know why you care now, but go on.
All right, so hold on. I had it up on my phone. Okay. Blocked. Wispy's blocked on your channel. Wispy. She's not blocked. Where's she? Hi, Wispy. She's not blocked on this channel. I need to go to the hospital. ASAP after this. No one should be.
She needs to go to the hospital, but after that, after she's been live, continual for hours on end, but she's got to go to the hospital. I'm going to be nice and keep my mouth shut on a few things, but you are talking about a story with four murder victims in some way, shape, or form, in your sick ass, twisted, delusional brain. You make every story about you. You're suffering worse. Oh, you become the main object of these horror stories. You try to get the attention off these stories for you, not on the victims. You're not doing this to shed light on the victims. You're fucking seeking attention. Let's be very clear.
Going after Dylan. Who said anyone's going after Dylan? No one's going after Dylan. You're talking about no one's going after her. It said she's out and about. No one's going after her. And for anyone, if there's someone going after her in the chat, the mods will handle it. Dylan Mortensen is lucky to be alive, okay? She's lucky to be alive. I don't consider Dylan Mortensen to be a victim. The victim.
Well, I'm going to agree to disagree because you'll never get anything through her head, but Dylan was absolutely a victim too. This will forever impact her life going forward. Absolutely. And if BK Brian didn't take enough from her, if he is proven guilty, let's put that out there too. If it's proven to be him, whoever did this took enough from that child. She's still a child. I don't care. She's 19 years old. She's still a child. Think about the survivor's guilt she's going to have. Yeah, I really don't think that the words are, she's lucky to be alive, especially when you let your whole chat disparage her all over the place. Just the previous one, but okay.
Are in the ground. No, they are. Yes, there are people on social media.
Not just people on social media. You have had a hand in it too. There has been a lot of things that have been discussed about her potential personal private life by you and your clowns that absolutely have nothing to do with this. Her sexuality, you absolutely put out there for a discussion when it has nothing to do with any of this and is none of your fucking business. But continue on. Continue to tell us, oh, wise one.
That are verbally attacking her, and that is wrong. They're calling her trans. They're calling her many horrible names, and that is completely and totally wrong.
She would know because she has a tendency of calling people that when she's pissed off too. So if you get on her radar and she doesn't like you, that's the first thing she'll say at you too. So, do as she doesn't, or don't do what she does, because she does the same thing. You're supposed to be better than her. She wants everybody else to be better than her, but scratch her off because she's the lowest of the lows. And the breathing thing, get a break. Like, this is ridiculous.
Okay, it says exclusive. Surviving Idaho roommate Dylan Mortensen is seen outside of council. I like to show this to you first if I can. This is Washington Times is coming up. I don't know why.
It is not a Washington Times article. She did that to try and give credibility to the story because she's about to pull up Daily Mail. So, which, yes, they do have a hit and miss depending on who you ask, what their credentials would actually look like, or if people trust what they say. But she puts in that Washington Post thing as trying to give credibility, in my opinion.
I can't go to the hospital. There's a line outside of the Hershey Medical Center, and they said that I would be waiting there till tomorrow. So I have to have my doctor put in an order for a chest X-ray. So I think that since I've made it it'll be my 15th day, I'll be able to make them tonight.
So there's a line outside the medical center. She can't go. She just needs to get a chest X-ray. Her daughter, across the hall doctor is going to order it. Again, walk it back, Becky. Walk it back. Don't say what you're thinking. Phony ass bitch.
All right. So Dylan Mortensen, Daily Mail. We'll take a show. She looks really good in the. Here it is. Surviving.
She looks really good. That's what you're concerned about?
Right.
Still can't breathe.
Ooh. I'll show you from here. I can't seem to pull it up on the computer. I don't know why. You know what? Maybe I'll just share it. It's weird that I can't I'll put it on my Facebook. I don't know why I can't pull it up. It's so weird. It's so weird I can't pull it up. But she looks good.
She looks good. She looks good. There's a special place in hell for these people.
I did speak to my husband tonight, and my husband said that.
Oh, yeah. Walter, the voice of reason.
He believes she is traumatized. One thing that my husband did say, and a lot of people really love the opinion of my husband, is my husband's kind of like the knower of all things. Did you know that Mr.
Let's hear it in the comments. Is Walter the knower of all things? Would you take Walter's advice, chat? Would you go seeking out Walter and ask his advice because he is the knower of all things? Because I sure as fuck would not. Not one bit. Yeah, Elle, at least it's better than SNBC 13. Justin tried that one again, too. He just likes, Yeah, who wouldn't call him up and take his advice? Are you all crazy? BB. Point taken right there. I just love that picture of her. It's a perfect pause for her.
Burger King, the killer, aspired to be an Army Ranger. Did you know that? Yeah. You want to know something? Burger King, you have to be really, really tough and really, really strong in order to be a Army Ranger. You.
I wish Kyle was here right now because I showed him a picture of hashtag Where's Walter yesterday because he's never seen him before, and he was like, "Wait, what? Wait, what?" Like he was expecting this like man's men, military, very dedicated, what you think of a soldier. And he goes, "Oh, he's the IT department that pushes the buttons when he gets told to." I about fell the fuck out. Oh, I was like, all right. But that is not like, I don't see G.I. Joe walking through the door when here he comes.
Burger King are a coward for what you've done to these poor kids. There's a lot of ads,
but her husband, he's so much better, done so much better than she's comparing this. Basically, she'll get into it. She compares her husband's service to what Brian wanted to do. It's fucking insane.
I'll read it to you anyway. Exclusive. Surviving Idaho roommate Dylan Mortensen is seen outside of her parents' home for the first time since it was revealed that she froze in fear when she spotted the killer. Daily Mail spotted Dylan Mortensen, 19, at her family's home.
I do find it disturbing that they are taking pictures outside her home, but I think it, general curiosity with media too. I don't really know how that took place. That wasn't shocking for me to see a picture of her. I think it was disgusting how they've zoomed in on her ass running and things of that nature. But media does some shady shit too. I don't know. But this is her spin. Like she's going to try and spin it in 15 different directions throughout this video. It's absolutely insane. Safari, wait, what? That's the truth? He was a system analyst. I mean, hey, they're smart guys too, but I thought he did multiple tours. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, Safari. I thought she said he had served active duty. Well, I guess he could be active duty still. Crazy. I don't know shit about him.
Boise, Idaho, Sunday morning after a trip to Starbucks. The University of Idaho sophomore was wearing shorts in the chilly weather, then had her hair pulled back. And an affidavit revealed that Mortensen saw the murder the night of the killings, describes him as at least 5'10" and having bushy eyebrows. Police described how Mortensen froze in fear after spotting the killer, who is alleged to be Brian Kohlberger, which I call Burger King, because he's a coward. And I'm not going to call him by his first name or his last name. And he wants to be held as a proud vegan. Call him Burger King. No respect for him at all as a human, as anything.
You don't respect anybody. I mean, I don't think anybody really respects this situation like that, but you still refuse to even acknowledge that he has not been proven guilty in a court of law yet. Public opinion is one thing. A court of law is a totally different thing. But continue on, old wise one.
Amid the torment of losing 3 of her roommates in a tragic murder, University of Idaho student Dylan Mortensen has been spotted for the first time since it was revealed that she saw the killer at the scene. Exclusive DailyMail.com photos show the 19-year-old sophomore returning to her family's home in Boise after a Sunday morning coffee run. Dressed in shorts in a chilly 44-degree weather, Mortensen had her blonde hair tied back for a brief outing to Starbucks close to her home. She also wore a navy blue fleece top. Mortensen and Bethany Funk, also 19, both survived the November 13 bloodbath, but lost 3 of their roommates, Kaylee Gonsalves, Madison Mogan, 21, and Xander Canodal, 20, in the vicious attack. Xander's boyfriend, Ethan Chapin, 21, was also murdered.
Of course, she had to jump on this story. She had nothing else to milk at the time. But she has, there's so many things I should not say. She has no respect for even the victim's family, nothing. The survivors, nobody. She doesn't care.
So they just camped out. The press is just waiting in Boise, Idaho, just to wait and take pictures of her. So it's not bad.
That is ironic in itself. How many times has your smug ass gone out in front of somebody's home? Oh, wait, Christmas Day. Where were you? You psychotic, evil devil. Where were you? Oh, Brian Laundrie's house. That's right. Did you forget about that? Filming outside their house on Christmas? You're fucking weird how you like to twist things and turn things. You're against the media because the media has been calling you guys what you are. Tragedy pimps. E-beggars. Donations. That's what you guys are doing this for. But you have done the same thing to how many families now? Sat out front of their house?
Bad enough, right? It's not bad enough that the girl is tormented and scared to death that she already had a strange guy, right? Yeah, let's put the let's see the side chat for this. Let me ask you guys a question. I told you I really hate the mainstream media. They're by her house, waiting for her to come out, go to Starbucks, follow her, and take pictures of her.
Do you forget that your cohorts were some of the first ones in Idaho? Trying to do the same thing, trying to track down anybody that would talk to them, except they don't have any credential because they're not actual media, so nobody would talk to them. And because they suck at their jobs, they probably could have gotten the same pictures months ago, because I'm sure the kid has tried to, live what little bit of normalcy she can. But your cohorts suck. So you're pissed because media beat you to it, is basically what you're getting at.
So if she didn't know that they were taking those pictures, and now she knows that they're in the paper, how do you think she feels now? So the girl, as we know now, was scared to death, knowing that a dude was circling her apartment building, right?
We don't know that he was ever circling the apartment building. Just so everybody knows, the information that she is giving throughout this, there's a lot of misinformation and a lot of heavy speculation that she is stating as fact, which is not factual. There is nothing in the affidavit of probable cause that states he was circling around them. He had visited the location previously 12 times. That is what is stated. You can make your assumptions from that, but this man, unfortunately, deserves a trial and legit court, not just social media. So we've got to kind of dial ourselves back a little bit and realize that however we feel about this, we've got to take ourselves out of it, because he needs to, if he is guilty of said crimes, he needs to be punished, and they are going to try and botch this every way they can.
Circling that house, watching everything that they were doing.
And again, we don't know he was watching everything they were doing. We don't know any of that information. That is pure speculation.
That's not enough, right? If the girl's not traumatized for life, knowing that her roommates were hunted and down, now she goes home to the one place that she's supposed to feel safe.
Again, we don't know if they were hunted at all. These are very strong words. Very strong words, which a lot of social media is using the same ones. I refuse to, because we don't know this information yet. And it's just ridiculous. But we get 6 months more of this shit until the first preliminary hearing. Don't worry. It's going to be lovely.
And they're going to track her down and tell the world where she is and describe what she's wearing. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But the funny fucking thing about this is, Molly, is you don't give a shit about victimizing the victims. And that's what you're complaining about the media doing. First of all, you stated Dylan is not a victim. Okay. So why do you give a shit then? Which side are you trying to take here, Molly? Is she not a victim, or is the media victimizing a victim like you guys do every day? Which angle, Molly? Pick one.
Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yep, trying to
Now,
cover
just
your ass.
remember what I told you yesterday.
Just remember, you guys all heard what she told you yesterday, right? Does everybody remember what she told you guys previous days? I'm sure it was a lie. You can pick one of the 1,000 that she's told. It'll stick. Don't worry. Just believe her. Just trust her.
Brian Enton. Brian Enton put out that little, right? He put out that little nugget. I mean, he basically put it in everybody's head that we kind of should be talking about this girl.
So Brian Enton put out this little nugget that spoke to Molly and crew, you know, the hefty Sin Shack crew, and told them, this is what you need to be talking about. You need to be talking about this kid. You need to be harassing it. You need to take videos and zoom in on her buttocks and post it on your page. JLR, I'm calling you out. Yeah, that's what Brian Enton's, I'm sure, what he intended to happen. I'm positive, because that man has always been reputable with what he does. But go on, Molly. Got to find somebody to blame, huh? And if you don't know why she's pissed at them, is because the mainstream media is sick of the tragedy pimps too. They're sick of them coming to everywhere and making these big spectacles, trying to get on media, saying they have sources, doing all this shit, because they make legit media have to jump through hoops trying to correct the misinformation again.
And that kind of hit a nerve. With
just so you guys know, this is going to get very triggering. I've just bumped it. It's going to get very triggering here in a second, because she says something pretty awful. Let me go back. Oh, not there yet. Okay.
Wearing. Do you get what I'm saying?
Sorry.
Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yes, we all see it.
Now, just remember what I told you yesterday with Brian Enton. Brian Enton put out that little, right? He put out that little nugget. I mean, he basically put it in everybody's head that we kind of should be talking about this girl. And that kind of hit a nerve. With me, at least. Why aren't we talking about, I mean, she's young. Yeah, we'll blame it on her age and why she didn't call 911. Yeah, and why it took so long. Yeah, and they won't leave her alone. Yeah, they should stop that. Well, what happens when you're talking to a bunch of online bullies?
Just so we're all clear, this is her sticking up for Dylan. This is her taking the side of Dylan. Don't forget that. This is what she's doing. She is standing up for Dylan, and she was the first to do it. And oh, how dare all of you, the rest of you. You're so horrible. But this is her sticking up for them. Yeah. Yeah, she has a real, she mentions Banfield here in a minute.
Brian Enton, what do? You don't tell people to stop. What do? They're going to go a little harder. So don't tell people to stop. Eventually, they will stop. But no. Now you got people talking. So you got what you wanted, Ashley Banfield. That was his assignment. That was your little gopher assistant's assignment to do. Ashley Banfield for a win. You keep going, Ashley Banfield. You keep going. And the Daily Mail.
Can you say jealousy? Molly, you don't like them because they don't like you. Let's just be factual here. You don't like me because I don't fucking like you. Most of the people don't like you. It's okay that you don't like us. We don't want you to like us. I don't want to be friends with you. I don't want to be your Mrs. Doubtfire. No. Nobody likes you because of your behavior, Molly. That's why Ashley doesn't like you. And your ass is still chapped because she calls you out.
Who sold her out? Who sold that girl out for those pictures? Because I know that girl. That girl at 19 years old who couldn't pick up the phone for 911 was definitely.
Again, she's sticking up for her. Just wait, though. She'll call into question if she has common sense, all of this other stuff. So while you're all out here defending Molly, being like, oh, no, she stuck up for these girls. First of all, she doesn't consider them victims. And there's 2 survivors. But this is her sticking up for the survivors, too. Just be very clear on what she's doing.
We're not pulling up the Daily Mail and saying, hey, I'm going to be like Kim Kardashian. No, she was not calling up and saying, hey, yeah, I'm going to be at the Starbucks on 5th. Yes, and Coco. Gotcha. 25 minutes. I'll be in there for 15 and I'm going to be coming out. Gotcha. I'll be wearing navy blue, my hair up in a ponytail. Gotcha. Bye. Then they cut a deal, they cut you a check. That's how it goes.
Oh, wise one. You want to tell the class how you know that? Anybody remember how she knows?
She did that? No. A reporter got an assignment to go to her house. They looked up her name. They found out where her parents lived. And they paid a local photographer to go out there and wait.
We don't know how that happened. We don't know.
For days. That's exactly what happened. I know how tabloids work.
Well, looky here, looky here. Speaking of tabloids. Of course you know how they work. You sold a story on Nick Carter to the Star magazine. Oh, thank you, Safari, for letting us know that. I didn't know anything. I don't like Ashley. I don't follow many of those people, but that's nice to know. Yep. She knows all about the tabloids because she's the one that sells stories to him.
I know how these news people work. I know who pays. And
if you guys want me to, I can post that. If you have not seen that, I can post it on Facebook or in my community tab too. Yes, that is her. Did you guys really haven't seen that? I can't believe how many. I thought I was the one that missed all of this. That is 100% her. Yep. Oh, yeah, I'll post it for you guys. Somebody sent it to me. I'll post it for you guys. Yeah, Nanya, isn't it interesting how her breathing gets better? But just wait, it gets worse again. Yes, I will post it. Absolutely.
I know how these news people work. I know who pays and I know who doesn't.
Of course she does. She sold many articles, smutty articles on.
Imagine this girl, Dylan, had no idea these dudes or whoever was taking pictures of her. And imagine one of her friends or a cousin says, Dylan, oh my God, did you know that you're all on the internet? Daily Mail was taking pictures of you running at Starbucks? Yeah, there's like 30 pictures of you running. Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely probably triggering for the kid. She's going to need years of therapy. What she went through is horrific, and you're sitting there explaining it like it's some sort of paparazzi Kim Kardashian situation. I can't wrap my head around these people thinking that this is okay.
You hear look, and she Googles it and sees herself. Guarantee this girl is going like this out her windows. That's just $1 million. Her parents are saying those motherless fucks. Yeah, guaranteed.
Just like all of the people that you guys have gone after and exploited.
I wonder if there's a cop car outside. I am right.
You're never right.
I know I'm right.
You're so
yeah. I wonder if there's a cop car just sitting outside for protection. Because I'll tell you one thing. When Casey Anthony verdict came back, and I went by the Casey Anthony house, there was a cop car in Orlando outside her house 24 hours a day.
Well, yeah, because of crazies.
And Casey Anthony wasn't even there.
Guess who?
She left with the lawyer. But there was still a cop car there. I stayed there. Weird, huh?
Isn't it funny how she like goes after and says, how dare they go outside their house? And then she admits to being one of the first to go to Casey Anthony's house. Like, what?
I'm just telling you how I see it. So if I'm gonna have a conversation about my husband a few hours ago about this, and he's gonna say, Marissa, I believe that this girl was completely shocked and traumatized, and that's why she didn't call. What an idiot. Can you just...
So it's interesting in this video, she's saying that Adrian and her had this conversation. Well, just a couple hours ago today, Thursday, This is like 3 days ago, the video that we are reviewing. But in today's video, she called Adrian to get his perspective, and he had nothing to say because he has no information on what was going on. So I don't know if he just has amnesia in the last 3 days or completely this conversation didn't happen. I'm leading to it didn't happen, but who knows? She likes to make things up.
All right, ready? Can you just go away? You useless troll, go away. Nobody cares. Go away. Loser. He's such a loser. Blank screen. It's always blank screen. Always.
Mind you, in the midst of a story, you have the opportunity of picking and choosing what comments you're going to even entertain. So she doesn't need to entertain blank screens comments, but she's going to because it gives her victim status. Oh, I'm being trolled and I'm trying to stick up for the non-victim survivor. I don't even know what she classifies it in her head, but she doesn't have to entertain this, but she does because she can't resist trying to look like the victim in anything. Oh, poor her. Blank screen called her out on more bullshit.
Oh my God. No, Amy, it's totally like me. It's always me.
Meanwhile, talking about the murder of 4 college kids and hoping that somebody DIESs. Okay.
I get it first. You take your daughter out of the country? No, these heathens are all over the world. And if they need to contract someone outside of the country, they'll take them. There's really nowhere that you can really go. If it's a high profile case like this, you do understand that.
Yeah, we all understand.
So I'll tell you what, with people saying, leave her alone. Well, exactly who are we talking about with the Dylan Mortensen? Who are we saying leave her alone? Is it the people that are asking, why didn't she call? All right, okay. Or is it the Brian Ensign ones? So half the world that's saying, why did it take her 8 hours to call? Or is it these heathen people that I still haven't seen that are questioning her sexuality, that are saying that she was trans? I haven't seen them, right? I haven't seen that. Or leave Dylan alone. Are you talking about, are you talking about the Daily Mail? Are we talking about the mainstream media? Because two of these problems are the mainstream media.
Interesting concept here that she tries to get going. First of all, she was in on the sexuality conversation. She brought that to her page knowingly, didn't need to. She entertained that. I've just heard her state previously she was questioning why Dylan didn't call 911. So all of you, and I mean all of you, who cannot be adults and speculate within reason, you, Molly, Justin, the tragedy pimps. Yes, there is some horrible mainstream media too. Y'all need to knock it off and grow the fuck up and get some. I don't even know what they need at this time because they don't have fucking brains. They don't have morals. They don't have ethics. What do they have? Besides shock factor, drama, and misinformation. Can anybody explain this to me? Because I've still yet to find some big, huge, like, oh my God, Molly's so good at this. I can't find something. I've been looking. No, she's not fucking funny. She's not, I mean, if you're talking looks, okay, but.
Yeah. I see a problem here, right?
Yeah, I see lots of problems.
They should be protecting her since they released her name. I don't know. I'm not outside her house. I don't know where she lives. Listen, the Daily Mail says she's at her house.
If she was able to be outside of her house, don't let you think for 1 second she wouldn't be. If she could have been the first one out there, she would have been. If she could find something to kick on this story, she's trying it. Just wait, it gets worse. And again, please be mindful there. I'm going to issue a heavy trigger warning because there is some pretty evil shit that she says coming up.
Aaron's house in Boise, Idaho. That's not Dylan in the picture being put out today. The Daily Mail put out pictures of the wrong person. I sincerely doubt that. Do you know what a huge problem that would be, Diane? That would be a huge problem.
Molly, tell us about what a huge problem it is when you put out misinformation and or the wrong information. Let's talk about that, Molly. Molly, you also want to talk about what it's like when you try to go after somebody's income and their livelihood. You should know about that too, don't you, Molly? But we'll talk about that another day.
Now,
Now she's gonna what, Molly?
She got blonde hair, but when she pulls it back, it looks brown. I have blonde hair. I got done exactly 2 weeks ago, and it's totally blonde. When I brush out and blow it out tomorrow morning or tonight, whatever, you'll see it. It's totally blonde. When I pull it back, it looks brown. Oh, that would be.
That's called fucking grease, Molly. That's grease. You need to shower.
The only question why she didn't call her all question that. But a lot of people are afraid to ask why, because it's kind of frowned upon.
It's the way you ask things. It's the way you guys.
I don't see a problem in asking why. I mean, it's a natural question. There's a lot of huge problems. Like my husband actually used to be an investigator. If you don't know,
Did your husband work for my cousin, Molly, by the way? Just a quick question. Since you have been so far in my background, up my ass and around the corner, did you realize your husband probably worked for one of my relatives? Just digressing. Since you want to be up in my ass so bad, but then you say you don't know I exist. Just a quick question.
I know that I've gotten a lot of new followers because of this case, and I thank you for coming in here. And you're going to see a lot of mood changes with me because my heart is absolutely broken with this case.
Mood changes. Yeah, Safari, I laughed so hard about that. I laughed so fucking hard about that because I was like, wait, how many credentials does this man have? Listening to her in the last 6 months, he is by far the most credentialed, professional knower of everything that I've ever heard of anybody. That man has had every career, everything.
I'm like real. I mean, you would actually think I was related to one of these kids. And honestly, this boy Ethan he breaks my heart.
You know why she's picking that angle, right? Because the mom specifically came out in the first very fucking interview and asked them not to. They wanted to be the ones to tell Ethan's story. They want to be the one to convey to the world who their son is. The family does, not the tragedy pimps to exploit their son's name. And yes, she not only read his obituary, but she posted it in her Patreon too. I have the post. I have not reposted them and shown that because I can't stomach the fact that she did it.
He doesn't get any attention. Absolutely none. And
I will agree with the fact that, there's 4 victims. There's 4 victims, and I don't think it was intentional for people to highlight 2 more than the other 2. But I think in trying to come up with theories and reasons and stuff, that's where that kind of led to. It has upset me throughout the case too, especially about Xana. But that's not why Molly cares. Molly doesn't give a shit. She's trying to find an angle.
He's got the sweetness and the same smile and the same innocence as my son Jake, and he's just a couple of years older than my sweet little son. And no one really talks about Ethan. And I made it a point to read his obituary and see about the flowers and where he worked. He worked on a tulip farm, and I kind of made it my business, and I'm going to try and just give him a little bit more face time as far as pictures and stuff. Yes, he was
everything that the family asked not to have happen. She's going to do it.
Triplet. He had a brother and a sister. Very tall. He was very, very tall.
That's just the screen page.
Yeah, just a sweetheart. Very good boy. Did you want to know something? I was thinking about tonight when I was just driving back. I was actually thinking about, would my son even know what to do in such a case like that?
Okay. Trigger warning, because it leads into some, you'll see.
I don't think that my son does.
Yeah. If you have little ones or anybody sensitive, you might want to leave.
I mean, I know, and you guys know, because all of us, as a parent, as a mother, right? We love this true crime. And we kind of assume, don't we all, that we all know what we would do in this situation, that situation. Listen, I'm very sure of myself in a lot of situations as far as danger goes. I mean, I love says.
What's going to happen here, just to let everybody know, is she is going to basically say this would never happen to her because she's too smart. In a roundabout way. But I can tell you, first and foremost, I would not have a clue. I would not have a clue what to do. And it makes me sick that she has the audacity to do this, but nothing shocking really anymore. Sick bitch.
This afternoon, and here I'm imagining how I would go up to this one specific walker that I was a little unsure about. Look at, hello. Now, it could be a lack of sleep, maybe. But this is the thing. Us, all of us that are in this little story right now, we all have, don't tell me to get off. Fuck off.
Remember, she asked them to tell her when 20 minutes was up. 20 minutes was up at this point in time. So they reminded her, and this was her response.
How about all of this and all the stuff that we have taken in? I really hope my dog did not just throw up. It sounded like my dog just threw up. Because if you just threw up, I'm going to throw up. What the hell was that? She's all right. It sounds like you threw up. Stop it. The audio. Oh, listen, I could barely understand the audio. Don't know where it came from. I played it, listened to it with everybody else here, and was like, listen, we have gone on like journeys from when we were kids.
The fake audio when they were all up there, you know, she's telling you again, she doesn't know shit about it, but she's going to play it and milk it for any angle.
Where we watched, you know, Unsolved Mysteries, we watched all these true crime shows, and we watched Nancy Grace, we watched Court TV, we watched all these things. And in our minds, I guess we all think that we would know what to do. I think these kids are so young. I don't think I think that I was overestimating. Maybe I am overestimating this girl. Maybe I think that everybody has the same amount of common sense.
So now it's a common sense thing. It's a common sense thing, right? Okay. Victim shaming 101 by Molly.
Maybe I think that everybody knows stranger danger and that everybody knows to immediately call 911.
We don't know what she saw. We don't know what happened.
Yeah, I just assume we all kind of feel a certain way. Maybe I personally have never been raped by a man. I got to.
Just so you get, please, again, trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. If you've seen this, you know what's about to happen. Okay. But she is victim shaming. This is victim shaming 101. And if you do not believe that it is, you can get the fuck out of my chat and never come back, because this is disgusting on another level.
A weird situation with a guy on a vacation trip with lots of girls and guys when I was 19. He would not get off of me. And you want to know something? I told him absolutely not, no. And then I let him have it. I let him have it a little too hard. And all of a sudden, blood was coming all down his face. And so fast. And he was like, oh my God. And it's just blood. And he ran off.
Oh yeah, he ran off. You know, she beat his ass, he ran off. So she would never be a victim to all of any of this. She's so much better than everybody that's been a victim of a crime. Oh yeah. This is why she deleted this.
And it was blood. Droplets of blood. All out the way. Down the steps. I mean, you saw it. It's like a trail. Try explaining that. He peeled off and left. No, I hit him. And he left. He got into his car and left. He left all his stuff behind and went back to New Jersey. I never saw him again. I never heard from him again. That was it. Not all girls can do that. And that's something I can't understand. Get it?
Again, but she doesn't victim shame. She's not victim shaming. That's not what you just heard. That's not anything that just happened. Mind you, let me tell you what. Oh, nope, let's not. Let's not go there, because the insensitivity of I just can't. Her insensitive nature. I feel bad for anybody. This is why she doesn't have friends. This is why she doesn't have anybody around her. Because most people have been through something in their fucking lives. But in Molly's head, she'll find a way of blaming you for anything that happened to you. I have to be careful.
With
This triggers the fuck out of me. I'll be the first to say it. You guys have heard me talk on shit like this. This is very triggering for me, especially with this case, because it's personal to me. Yeah. Anyways, thank you for understanding. I'm fumbling a little bit more than normal for my words, because if I say what I really want to say, I'll probably get banned.
Girl being 19, and she went to this door 3 times, and she saw this guy's face. 19 years old.
We don't know what she saw. We don't know what he saw. Okay? All we have is a probable cause affidavit. It states a small section of what Dylan's statement was. There is going to be so much more that comes out in time when it gets there. But there is so much assumption about what she did and didn't see and what he saw and didn't see. We don't know. I still don't think he saw her. That's my own personal
A
assumption.
sophomore. So this girl is only a couple of years older than Jake. I don't know.
She's a sophomore in college, and your son is in high school.
Yeah, he did deserve it. Well, I was a little beast. I was a beast.
You still
I
are.
was always physically fighting.
I mean,
then everyone fought. It's just the way we were.
I'm sorry, but Billy Badass ain't it, Molly. You might look like fucking Tito Ortiz with the jawline and shit, bitch, but you ain't nothing cool. You ain't nothing special. You don't scare nobody. Your little Oompa Loompa ass. You're my height. Stop acting like Billy Badass. What are you going to pull out a step stool and share down with somebody? Because you're such a... Come on. You're almost 50, woman. You can barely breathe, and you expect us to think that you're going to kick somebody's ass? You're so tough. A beast, you're right about.
We were just nasty. This is the way we were. We were raised wild.
Obviously.
My mom was wild. My sister was wild. I was wild. We were all wild. You would think that my kid was wild. He's never had a physical fight in his life.
Thank God for his dad.
I mean, we were fighting like we were in Rocky IV, and I was the fucking Russian.
And there's that.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Go away, dude. These kids are dead. Go away, man.
Yeah. Go away, Molly. Go away, Molly. Stop exploiting it. All of this has already been tried. Move on. It's really sad that you can't find content, or you're so uninteresting as a there's nothing interesting about you. You're so bleh that you can't do content without it being exploiting somebody else's tragedy.
These kids are fucking dead. You can't take a break? Go away. You're sick in the head, man. You're sick.
Blank Screen wasn't saying anything about the Idaho 4 victims or the survivors. Not one single comment was negative in that way, shape, or form. It was negative towards Molly in the way she milks these stories. Just so we're very clear. They're not trolling the story. They're trolling Molly.
This guy is sick, bro. He's sick. You're sick just like that dude, man.
Where did this voice come from all of a sudden? First of all, she couldn't breathe.
I don't know, man. Maybe we should start recording you and all the shit that you do. Maybe the feds should start looking to you, Blank Screen. Huh? Should we start turning you into the feds? Because I think that your behavior's a little out there. Because let me tell you something. If all of us start turning you into the feds, you're not going to be feeling too good about it.
You know what happens to snitches, Molly? Can't handle a little freaking trolling, Molly. You're this triggered. And you know why you're this triggered? Because Blank Screen calls you on your bullshit. Every time. And you know they're right. You know. So it just pisses you off because your chat sees it. And Blank Screen is fast on that keyboard. I sit in there because I'm in their screen recording and I like wait for the pop in and I'm like, yeah. Blank Screen can trigger the crap. Yes. Blank Screen is Walter. What did that be? That would be the best thing in the freaking world to find out. I'm going to have to make Kyle get a YouTube troll account. He'll go in there and tell her about. Zinga, don't feel bad for laughing. We have to laugh through this stuff. Nobody's like, it's appropriate to laugh at her because you have to. It's so sick. you have to find some sort of humor in some of this because it is that bad.
Because you're a bit creepy. And your behavior is not right in the head. Report him. Well, it ain't going to be to YouTube. You trust that.
Cop collar. Oh, by the way, I don't hang out with cop collars. If you're a cop collar, get the fuck out of my chat. Goodbye. Goodbye. Molly, that'd be you. Don't ever come back over here, you little cop collar. And by the way, Marissa, I don't know if you're dumb enough to be calling the state board in Utah of construction workers and trying to make reports, but somebody using your name is. I would suggest you might want to get that figured out. Just a little word to the wise.
No, none of them expected any of this. None of them deserved it.
None of them did deserve it.
What you missed, Nicholas, was the fact that Dylan Mortensen, the young girl, is being hunted down by mainstream media. So it's not like she wasn't terrorized and traumatized enough. Is Blank Screen who you think it is? He's a freak. He's a freak of nature. He's a freak.
Blank Screen is not a freak. If you have missed it, they have claimed for months that Blank Screen is another account that specifically came to her by some random people off of Facebook. As you all know, I'm not going to get into the whole story, but why they're asking if Blank Screen is who they think it is because they're trying to get Molly to once again put it out into the universe that Blank Screen is WC from Facebook, which everybody has said that's not the same person. I can't be 100%, but I'm like 99.9% sure. I always leave that 0.1% because I don't know who it is. I have no idea, nor do I care. Blank Screen doesn't do anything ridiculous or over the top or anything. They troll Molly on Molly's bullshit and everybody else's bullshit. Nothing wrong with that.
I'll tell you what else my husband said tonight.
Oh, shut up.
Now, you know, my husband, I was telling you, my husband, when he was in the Army, towards the end, he was an investigator for the JAG attorneys. And he
if you... We're back to the... Oh, my God. I can't with her. So, again, the voice of reason worked for the JAG attorneys while he was in the Army as an investigator. Add that to the list of credentials, please. Somebody that's keeping track. Because it sure as fuck ain't me.
He used to do all the investigating shit for the attorneys and do all the deep digging. You know what he told me tonight about this whole story? And he said, Marissa, I'm telling you that the details are going to be a lot more shocking and ruthless than you and your friends are anticipating. He goes,
shocker. I mean, we have a probable cause affidavit. So the assumption would be that there's a lot of information out there that we don't know. That is freaking rocket science. Are you sure he doesn't work at NASA? Molly, I think he's a scientist, like astronaut, scientist, something way more spectacular than you give him credit for.
And I think that there's a lot more that you guys just don't know, and it's going to stay under wraps for a while. And I said,
no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, I know. But you know what else my husband said? He goes,
I know what your husband said. I know a bunch of what your husband said about you. We'll get into that a different day, though.
I don't think you're far off with your thoughts about the parents. I said, oh my God.
Oh my God. No, I'm right again. No, Molly, you're not. You're not right. Your theory about the parents.
He heard me. He said, I don't think you're far off. Now, I don't know. See, if my husband digs on people, he'll never tell me. If somebody messes with me, right? If somebody messes with me, and if I'm in his ear about it, he'll do his own digging, but he won't tell me. Did
you have Mr. Walter investigate Mrs. Doubtfire at all for you? I'd really be interested to see how that turned out.
He won't tell me because he'll get me revving going. Blah, blah.
What gets you on Walter's radar of doing the deep dive? Do we know? Has Walter came out and said he's deep dive on anybody like Science Girl? Has Walter involved himself in any of that stuff? Just curious because I really doubt, really doubt it. But the people that do her digging are her dirty little bitches, ICU and Goose. Let's not be confused, people.
They'll do something. They will do something about it. And that's the thing. But you got to really push them. And you really don't want to. You really don't want to go there with someone, with my husband, that has that kind of knowledge, because it's just.
You really don't want to go there with somebody like that, with that type of knowledge. But just wait, it gets better.
It's just not a good idea. I don't know what my husband is capable or knowledgeable of, or what.
You don't know.
It's just not a good idea. I don't know what my husband is capable or knowledgeable of, or what.
Is he a freaking ninja? Anybody? Pixie Blue, thank you very much. Don't they have JAG offices for all branches, though? I could be wrong. The person I know in JAG is Navy. Or not Navy. Not our Navy. Is Navy the branch of the Navy. Sorry. He can't be too bright because he married her. Is she trying to, like, because you'll see, she says, I've gotten so many new followers off this too. Is she trying to, like, give her new audience this whole, like, secret spy thing about Walter, like, making him sound like he's something else? She said once he gets people's SS. Oh, Nana. Ooh, that would be great. I know, Uni. I was like, hold on. People are going to run with that and say, oh, no, let me back up. How are you, Uni? By the way, thanks for stopping in. Wise guys, I don't know. I've never looked into any of their background, anything with that. Amethyst, I would be very interested to know that. It's really interesting that he sits in an office above her as she doxes people below, and yet she brags about how he has all of this capability and connections and stuff, but then the natural assumption would be, I wonder if he's doing anything dirty. I don't know. Be interesting. Thank you. Okay, Sweet Pea. That's what I thought. I thought they had all branches in the JAG, or JAG for all branches.
He left with, what kind of skill sets he kind of left with. But when
he obviously didn't have that great because he married you, like the comments have said.
He said that, it made me feel so much better. He said, I don't think you're far off with your, like, he goes, your assessment with the parent is not that far off. Yes.
Is that recorded? I'd love to hear it.
It's very consuming, and I hate the fact that it's dragging on. I'm definitely losing sleep.
Oh, back to losing sleep again.
The last time something like this has happened, oh, my chest. The last time something like this was, like, physically hurting was the Cash Grin one. And that, hey, April.
I beg to differ on that because you claimed all of this illness, sickness, all of this bullshit in the Marvon story. By the way, if you didn't hear, she mentioned the Marvon's case yesterday and brought up Letitia and Wynette, and we will be going over that too because I do have that recorded also. Yeah, so she's not done. She's not done there, but she does this in every story. She's sick. It gives her, some sort of physical reaction. She doesn't sleep. This is how her setup of milking stories goes. She's trying to find
it. Tonight, when you said to Hermione you wanted to only be on for 20 minutes, you are reminded, I'm going.
Oh, that person didn't get their face ripped off, actually. CIA.
You agree with me, Adrian? Hi, Alexis. Well, the thing is,
She just remembered.
I know, I can't stop thinking about it.
She just remembered now that she was not able to breathe. Oh, got to turn it back on. Hold on. It's like a switch.
Not them either. It's the mother. The mother is bothering me. Hey, Thurston.
Moms always bother you. Why is that, Molly?
Did he bug the house? Maybe went to some of the parties because people came and went. Oh, I don't know that. How would I know that? Molly, please don't get too stressed. Oh my God. Oh, you want to know something?
Oh, poor Molly.
You want to know something? It would be a great time to be on Xanax. It really would. I'll tell you what.
It would be a great time to be on Xanax, huh? You want to tell the class how long you've been on them? Today you said you weren't clean. I got that recorded too, but I digress. By the way, I love that pause. I figured you guys needed to look at it for a few longer seconds because it's the best. It looks like the guy off of Despicable Me. Gru. Is that right?
I love to ask my doctor and be like, you want to know something? I'm already getting accused of being on Xanax anyway. Might as well just give me some. I don't think they would give it to me. Hi, Akrina. Feel better. You can't see the mother's face. There's a picture where you can kind of get a look at her. Suzanne, I'm telling you.
You're going to tell us what? Tell us what, Molly? What are you going to tell us, old wise owl?
This woman, by Clarissa.
Hold on. She's going to bring that hand in her palm, and then she might go get the step stool, and she might erratically yell at the camera for no reason and try and intimidate you all. Bear with it. It's really scary. Everybody, if you need to hide under your desk, I understand. I get it. A blanket, anything. If you're feeling afraid of her, please take cover.
Something about this woman, Suzanne.
A mom. Imagine that.
One former student of Brian's mother said she never spoke about her son. Oh, she worked with special needs? Really?
Since when do you give a fuck about special needs?
Bless her heart for working with special needs kids. Listen, please don't make me like her. Don't let me say bless her heart. I'm supposed to hate this woman, right?
Yeah, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you just randomly hate somebody for no reason? I mean, you will make anything up to make this work. And by the way, no, she does not give a shit about special needs kids, adults, anything. We've seen that time and time again.
He seemed to know exactly which room they were in. How could he possibly know that unless he was watching? You bet he put little cameras in that house? No, I think they would know if there were cameras in the house. I think that no. That's called overthinking. You can't overthink. Yes, the mom is way too extreme. See, Alexis, thank you. Well, thinking in the newspaper is enough to see that. Just remember that we had Bullhorn Betty, right? We had Bullhorn Betty and House of Williams come on at the same time.
Total shit show like normal. Hefty.
We found out that her little thing in the paper where she kind of expresses, she really likes Ted Bundy. Wow, this family.
An article that she wrote in 89? Was that right? That they found and have twisted and turned in every way, shape, or form.
They really like serial killers, don't they? Mm-hmm.
You know what? I wrote a poem about Ted Bundy in the 5th fucking grade. Does that mean I'm obsessed with serial killers too? It was entitled Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy can be found rotting in a jail cell. Soon he might go to hell. That was my poem. Does that mean I'm obsessed? And probably have, oh God, I can't with these fucking people. And that's not a lie either. I did write a poem about Ted Bundy, and that's exactly what it was.
Nice. Well, guess what? She wrote that little thing, kissing up to Ted Bundy, before she had that evil Burger King.
what are you supposed to take away from this? Do you know how many people have written papers on random things, poems, papers, thesis? Like, I just can't. I can't with people like this. Solo agreed. Like, I don't know if it's like she doesn't understand education and that people write history lesson. Like, I don't know. I fucking can't with her. Yes, Ice Queen, very much so. It is very hard to like try and get yourself in her brain to think like she does, because thankfully it's almost impossible to dumb yourself down to that level. But and then she questions everybody else's common sense. Okay.
Before she had him, what does that tell you?
Tells me that she wrote a paper before she had her son. That's what it tells me.
I don't know, man. But I will say one thing. Every time Mallory Williams said, oh my God, I died every time she said it.
Listen up. This is so important. She died every time Mallory said this. It's so important. So important she can't even remember
the premeditation. I was like, oh no, Mallory, no, stop, don't say that.
She didn't stop her once.
That. No, stop that.
Don't. Where'd the breathing problems?
I don't think that. I mean, is it possible? I'm just wondering why he left them too. Oh, I'm like, holy crap! Why did he leave them too? Think of how horrible if he. Just think of how horrible it would have been if he didn't leave them too.
It's bad enough.
Horror films.
It's bad enough as is. The survivor.
I didn't curse you out.
Oh yeah, she did curse somebody out.
David, if I would have cursed you out, oh my God. I haven't cursed anybody out in a real long time. That wasn't a curse out.
The 8 Ball says that is a lie.
The Hills have
she cursed
vibes for sure. Dude, when Mallory said that the father needed a bra, I was totally looking at his tits. I was like, oh my God, look at those nipples and those tits on the father. And then she's like,
yeah, so funny. So funny.
Now, Mallory not only does true crime, but she's a comedian. So, and she doesn't hold anything back. If she thinks it's funny, she's going to say it. She's not going to care either.
She has no filter. She has no moral. She has no integrity. Continue.
Sometimes she says things, and you're like, oh my God, Mallory, stop. No, oh God.
Yeah. She should be stopped.
They worked at a Greek restaurant, not vegan. It was a Greek restaurant. Yes, it had vegan options.
It's called the Mad Greek. We have one here in Salt Lake too.
And he liked that place. But that's the thing. If you're a real vegan, you're not just going to go to a vegan optional because it moves.
Ask Molly.
Oh
She's
my
educated.
God.
She knows all about vegans. You remember?
Elmer Fudd. Stop. My lungs.
Oh,
Stop.
Oh, she remembered she can't breathe. She remembered.
Okay. Well, still, I think that's how their paths cross. Yes.
Don't forget.
Yeah. Well, did you guys hear about the guy that kind of worked with Burger King in the school? And he said, yeah, one thing stood out. He said, every time I go out, I can have any girl I want.
This just gets more and more disgusting. This is why we're only doing it.
Sure you can. Ew. You're so gross. You're so gross. That nose. Ooh.
The man is being accused of murdering 4 kids.
He's so gross. Rob Zombie's awesome. That's Santa and Maddie were the targets. Dylan was no threat. No. Dylan.
We don't know any of that information as factual. We don't know.
Was in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's sad.
She wasn't in the wrong place at the wrong time. She was at her home being a college student. That's all.
The Mad Greek was the name of the restaurant. You see, I told you I was going to catch up when I did it quick. I've been up for like 97 hours straight. See, Tom's been up
Oh yeah. Going on no
for
sleep.
even longer.
Can't breathe, no sleep.
He's been standing up this whole time. My husband still hasn't even noticed this yet. And if he does, he hasn't said anything. Oh, his teeth look like wood in the traffic stop. Oh God, it's so gross.
So instead of talking about the facts of the story and what's really happening, they're just going to go after his looks and just wait. It gets, I don't know why her mind even went here.
Yeah, I have. Yeah. Well, did you see her hand clutching her cell? Whose? Her hand clutching her cell. Whose? This is just screenshots of online posts. This was a revenge killing, an ego-based rejection fueled revenge killing. I agree with that. Absolutely.
We don't know that.
No one wanted her. I said to Vinny, I go, he was a freaking inside. I'd never fucking, he's disgusting. I said that. I used the F word.
Why would that be the first thing you think about? I wouldn't F him. Can anybody enlighten me in the comments why that would be? I never looked at that man and said I would or wouldn't. Like, that is the furthest thing that comes through my brain in regards to anything surrounding that situation. That doesn't even pop in my head. Yeah, desire. Her dark humor is one thing. Hers is pure, vile, vicious, disgusting. Yep. Yeah, thank you. I don't find it. And she's telling Vinny this.
He wrote back, yep.
Oh, copy and back. Don't forget. And by the way,
It was
Kyle thinks she
disgusting.
looks like the guy from
He
Up.
was disgusting.
I'll still show you guys a screenshot, but it is pretty fitting.
Who would want him? Who would want him? He's disgusting.
I was never asked.
Hi, Kelly. He's disgusting. You should I should put him in different spots? Well, like Elf on a Shelf? Like Thomas the Bomb?
Tom's a cult leader.
Bring me on. Right. Oh my God. Okay, so yeah, the point of this video is...
Oh, shit. Do not forget. This is the point of the video. Everybody, turn your hearing up. Remember, we've all been here she wanted to get off in 20 minutes, but we've been here for a long time.
It's really after Dylan Mortensen.
This is the point. Ready?
That's the point. And I hope that you all get my point. Can anybody agree with why I made this video? And I sat here for 47 minutes. How's
So far, no.
my mom feeling? Probably like me right now.
She's
probably
feeling.
Well, my mom's struggling to breathe just like I am.
My mom's struggling to breathe just like I am. Walk away from that comment.
And the pic shows her clutching her cell phone very tightly in her hand. She took it.
She can't breathe. And she could just compared herself to her mom's situation. Like, I can't with that. She can't even let them ask and be concerned about her mom. It's always got to be about her.
Shocking to use it. Oh.
Good. Nanya, good.
Yeah.
Me too.
Hi, Ellie Belly. You don't think she should have went for a jog by herself?
Don't worry. Breathing issues come back. Here they go. She was asked about her mom who has cancer, according to her, and
drowning.
And this is the way she acts. You feel like you're drowning. Okay. You don't even have pneumonia. You have bronchitis.
The camera guy freaked her out.
According to you.
Ethan, yeah. Well, I was looking at his obituary, and they had like the silk flowers that you can send to his grave, but they didn't have the the white or the yellow tulip.
By the way, if you're trying to learn how to grift, listen up. She gives you a lesson here in 1 second.
But they did have there is a GoFundMe that Ethan would have wanted, and was it his brother
It's not his brother.
that teaches was it his brother?
No.
I think teaches basketball.
Read the fucking article and you'll
Yeah. And we're looking for it says
Oh, Bella, good point.
in lieu of flowers, Ethan trains and loved Tyler Amaya. Tyler coaches youth basketball programs in Saget County. This is what Ethan would want. Tyler will use the money to help and coach local youth. Checks can be made and be mailed to blank in Vernon, Washington, or Venmo, Tyler Amaya, or GoFundMe. Ethan Chapin Memorial Fund by Signa Chi Gamma. The family will forward the money to Tyler. Please share your stories of Ethan and sign the online guest register. Well, you want to know something? If I wasn't having like the financial shit stir
Grifting 101. Listen up, you fools that love her so much and want to be just like her.
I was having right now, I would love to throw $1,000 their way. I would love to just be like, you want to know something? The fact, and this is the thing, he just reminds me of my son so much. Eventually I'll get, everything situated with all my bills and stuff. I'm not going to forget about him. And when I get everything situated with my mom and everything, yeah, I could see the picture. I will. That's something that I'm going to help out.
AKA subs start sending cash apps and PayPals to her so she can pretend that she's giving it to the family. We've watched this go on so much. I'm surprised she hasn't taken up a collection fund yet.
Okay. Clutching the phone. Yeah, I see it. It's in her left hand. Yeah. Holding that phone like she's Kim Kardashian. Yeah.
That was a picture of Dylan in running shorts with her phone to her side. And yeah, you get the point.
It's Ethan Segnet with the tulips. Yeah. White and yellow. The color white. My favorite color. Eternal. White is eternal. Mortensen is pictured with her slain roommate, Xana Kernodle. Survivor Bethany Funk. And victims, Kaylee. Kaylee's so pretty. Kaylee was so pretty.
All of the girls are beautiful young women and lost their lives way too young. And Ethan was a handsome gentleman. You fucking sick bitch.
Kaylee was so pretty. Wow.
All of them are beautiful.
Poor Xana. Xana, I feel like they just discard Xana as well.
She's not discarded by any means.
Mortensen was one of 2 roommates that she froze in fear. She's not frozen in this picture.
Yeah. This is her defending Dylan, though. Remember that.
She's not frozen. So sad.
Moonlight, right?
It's so sad to see that cause being taken away, right?
You don't give a fuck. Let's be honest here.
But for anyone to say people need to leave her alone, you know what? I'm going to call out Brian Ensign. Brian Ensign, you need to leave her alone.
No, you all need to leave.
Stop bringing up people. Stop. People have to stop saying, leave her alone. Because maybe that's what's egging people on. And these photographers going to Boise, Idaho? No.
Hey, Molly, shut the fuck up. Let's talk about BHB, JLR, your little cronies going to Idaho. How many trips has BHB made up there? Blowjob bimbo bitch, whatever her name is. I don't freaking know. Dumbass. I still don't get how they got from Andra to blow hard Betty. I just don't get it. But She don't want to talk about any of the things that they have done to all the other cases and families. Summer Wells, Brian Laundrie. They went to Quentin Simons. I mean, the list just goes on and on. Bleached haired Biddy.
Why should these people speculate on it will all come out in time? Well, we have a right to speculate. Everyone has a right to speculate, period, on anything. Everyone. It's odd. No one should, but we're going to. I did.
We all know. We know.
I still think it's weird that anyone would wait 8 hours and then actually call up a friend before they call up 911. I mean, we're not talking about
How could you guys be confused that this is her video of sticking
an 11-year-old? We're talking about someone who graduated high school, has a driver's license and stuff like that. Someone that can vote for the United States president.
Remember, this is her sticking
That
up.
can actually go into a voting poll and vote for a president. Today's pic, she's clutching herself. Yeah, I know.
She's holding onto her cell phone. And
Yes, it's very heartbreaking. And it's, I don't know. I'll tell you what. If that's some sort of staged photo, I'll be, you know what?
I'll be so mad because I didn't think of it first.
I'll fall out. I looked at the photo. I saw it.
I
I saw it earlier. I noticed her with her. Of course, she's gonna have her phone on her. Pearl's mom. I don't know what she did for 8 hours. I have to wonder what I would do for 8 hours myself.
But this is sticking up for Dylan. Nanya, yeah, it's in the corner.
I don't know about the 8 hours. I'll never get it. I'll never get 8 hours. What the heck will you? And that's the thing.
Again, she's defending Dylan.
You're an asshole if you ask. And then if you give that generic, you're not allowed to ask. You're a victim shamer. No, you're not a victim shamer. It's perfectly natural to be curious as to why someone could see something like that and stay that fucking silent for 8 hours.
That's not what you just did, though. But this is you.
I wouldn't stay silent on anything.
You don't stay silent on it.
I'm not sure that I could even stay silent if there was a gun to my head. I think I'd have a problem with that. I'd be like, all right, listen, motherfucker, you're either gonna pull the trigger now or I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yeah. Again, she'll never be a victim because she's so much better.
Yeah, the media is terrible.
The media is terrible. Tragedy pimps are fucking terrible.
I don't see anything really good coming out of this story at all. I think that this is going to be an emotional roller coaster. Even this is the first time I've been live about the story and I haven't busted out in tears. That's the only thing that I've seen positive so far. And I've asked you guys to tell.
How the fuck did you just become the story again? The only thing positive out of this story is the fact that you didn't cry in this one because you're too fucking high and forgetting that you're supposedly having breathing issues, chest pains, amnesia, TIA, hemorrhoids. I don't fucking know what's going to be next on the list. There's a gag order.
Me after 20 minutes to say, get off.
It's been way longer than 20 minutes.
Shut it down, Marissa.
And
she wasn't asleep. What the fuck was she doing, Daniel? Daniel, what do you do for 8 hours? What are you doing for 8 hours?
This is her sticking up for the victim.
Oh, wait. Some crazy person in your house.
Opinion.
And you're like, oh my God, there's this crazy person in this house. Holy shit, it's Tom fucking Cruise. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Yeah, now we're going to mock him. Now we're going to mock.
Who do I call? Oh my God, 911, there's this crazy, weird egomaniac in my fucking house. I don't know. He's about 5'1". I don't know. He's got a big nose. He's really short. He's got the ego of a friggin' maniac. I don't know. He's running all over the house like a nut.
She doesn't.
I don't know. He's talking about some crazy, weird shit. I don't know.
But this is her sticking up for Dylan, standing up for Dylan. who she says isn't a victim, but this is her defending Dylan. And that the mainstream media is the one that's getting it all wrong. It's just got a tiny, I think this is the end of it, if I'm correct. I could only handle this much in this one because there's like, I'm not joking, I think it was 2.5, 3 hours longer of this video. And I couldn't take any more of it. So that's that for today on the clips, but we'll do the rest of it. But it just gets worse. I mean, she just continues. Yeah. Lovely. F me running. Kool-Aid. What happened? Yeah. Interesting, huh? Nikki, very good point. That's a very good point. Yeah, I don't know what to say after that one. Like that, there's just so much there. Oh, hold on. I'm pulling up my clip if you guys didn't see it from earlier. Did you guys not see my, you guys might have seen them. You probably all have seen them by now, but we're going to play them again because they're freaking funny. Because I said so. Let me find it. Molly, I've got questions. I got questions. Do 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 do. Oh, I forgot they're in videos. Oh, we'll go back and watch a few of them.
Dude, shit.
This one's funny too, if you missed this one. Hold on, I'm coming to share it with y'all. These are mine that I did just yesterday. Was messing around for shits and giggles. Some of you guys have already seen them, but they're just goofy. So here we go.
So the light guy's here, putting up lights, cameras, action, all that other bullshit, fixing all the cameras in the trees. Yeah, there's cameras in the trees and shit. I don't know. Adrian thinks that this is some sort of minority report. You know, Princess is in on it. Shit was lit. Was it yesterday morning? Was it this morning? Oh, yesterday. Hey, Ruby. Dude, shit is on another level in this house. I came walking into, and I'm starving too, but I can't eat out until my credit card's paid off. I made a decision to myself. No eating out until my credit card's paid. So there will be no DoorDash, no nothing. So if you see me open a can of Chef Boyardee raviolis in front of you, it's because shit is real, right? Okay, so which I'm probably not gonna do. Don't get dramatic. Yeah, I walked into my husband's office yesterday afternoon, and he was like, I thought that he was like on a business call. He was talking to a lawyer. I was like, what the fuck? Apparently someone's messing with him. Someone's messing with him. And he said, so help me God. No, so help me God, when I find out who this person is, so help me God. And I went, and I kind of heard something the night before. Me and Princess, and Princess came in and went by me. He goes, mullet. He goes, your husband's scaring me right now. He goes, what's going on? I go, I don't know the whole story. It's not. It's not like something YouTube related. It's something else. And the lawyer said, the lawyer's going to be able to tell. He said that the judge is going to be able to say who this person is, and either the person's going to have to stand down, or the person is going to be revealed. yeah, someone's trying to mess with my husband. And my husband like, no, it's hubby is okay. Oh my God, hubby is just like on. Where's my wedding rings? In a shop. I don't know what.
Okay, there's that one. This one's funny though. Let me find it. This one's from, the clip is from like the 5th of January. I just did this one today. It's only a minute. This one's ridiculous. But Molly, we've got questions.
Listen. When you say you got receipts, that's genuinely like an open door. You got to show them.
I did it again.
Listen, when you say you got receipts, that's genuinely like an open door. You got to show them. You can't just say you have receipts. That's not how it goes on YouTube. You're supposed to show them. Listen, when you say you got receipts, that's genuinely like an open door. You got to show them. You can't just say you have receipts. That's not how it goes on YouTube. You're supposed to show them. I don't want your little chump change, sweetheart. It does nothing for me. What is your 99 cents gonna do for me? It means something to you. So why don't you keep your pocket change? I don't need it.
She loves Joe Biden so much, so that's why I always use Joe Biden for her. Where's the receipts? Oh, none yet. I've got more. That was just a quick little one. There is, yeah, where's the receipts? Goose, Hong Kong. Yeah, Shopaholic. She can't even get DoorDash. She's going to starve. She had to rethink that one, though. Maybe she should keep the money. I don't know. I'm so sick of her ass. Like, I can't even. But the sad thing is, at the end of the day, like, she's one of many. Justin has been milking this story time and time and time again, and nobody will go after him, really. Like, there's very few people that will talk on him. Why? I don't get it. There's not enough time in the day to talk about all these people over here, like, at all, but other channels won't even point out his issues. It blows me away. And I'm not talking about you guys on the channel because a lot of you guys will call him out, but there's a lot of people that just ignore everything he does. Keeps on going. Yeah, Gumby, that's what it feels like. Yeah, Elle, that's a very valid point too. It's funny though, have you guys noticed the split between the two? So he's pulling like 1,800, 1,900 in his chat, and she was sitting at like 350 earlier, and she was pissed. She was pissed. In fact, Mallory came up for a short period of time and then got off too. Like, they're not happy about this. There seems to be a little bit of a split going on. Moonlight, I personally don't think anybody deserves that, but yes, of what she's done to everybody else, yeah, I can totally get behind what you're saying. Yeah, Nikki, that could be. It is it's very hard. It's been really silent between the two. There's been this eerie, like, I don't know, something's going on. Yeah, funny how he's doing that now, Safari, because he wants to be the lead on this case because he's done more work. And all honesty, Goose and ICU are his bitches on that too and do everything for him there too. Today he said, when he was live, he said something to the effect of, ICU, I'm going to text you. I need some information. ICU is going to get hers too. Don't worry. What goes around comes around. You don't just get to dox people out here, bitches, and get to go away. Goose is sure active though too. If you guys think that she's gone away, that's not true. Molly was just talking about her yesterday. Yeah, there seems to be something weird going on. But here's the thing at the end of the day, and I'm going to say this openly. I don't think anything's going to change from him. I don't think we're going to see any better quality human being out of him. He's a piece of shit, in my opinion. So even if he separates from Molly, until he owns every bit of the bullshit, and I mean the bullshit, even then I'll still think he's scum because he has had a hand in exploiting so many of these stories. Justin, let's talk about Jose. Let's talk about Marvon. You want to just keep on moving on? No, little friend. We're not going to do that. It's funny how you guys have these spouses that have these jobs and, you know, nobody should go after anybody that has a disagreement or different opinion, but you guys sure as hell do it for anybody that disagrees with you guys. But nobody does it to you guys. You guys just sit out here and talk all the shit you want. Because most of us aren't sick fucks that when somebody has a disagreement, they go after anything and everything. Yeah, he's a piece of shit. Yeah, so that was interesting. I thought that was really, he's not going to improve. There's nothing to improve. You can polish a turd any day of the week. It's still a polished turd. It's still a turd. Lisa agreed. Really, Safari? That's good to know. They're all bored, privileged housewives, even Justin. Yes, yeah, in a way, I guess you could say I'm the same. Yeah, Nanya, me too. In fact, the Tessas don't know because I just found this out before I went live, but they've been making calls again to the state board here. Again, of course, I can't prove who it is. They used Marissa's name, which that leads me to believe it's not Molly. Of course, maybe she is dumb enough to do something like that. I don't know. Again, until like there's a problem and I have paperwork or anything in front of me, then, you know, we'll deal with it at that point in time, but they can make all the calls they want. They're looking like fucking fools. They're trying to fuck with his bond and his insurance on his contractor's license. None of you motherfuckers live in Utah. And if you do live in Utah, you better have proof, and I mean solid proof that he's ever touched anything on a job site. And most of you, that's not going to be possible. So try again. I have a feeling I know who it is already, but I don't care. I don't give a shit. Fuck with my husband's income. That would be real dumb of you to do. Yeah, these people are low, y'all. Low. You know what's the fucking crazy part too is they went after Kyle's job. Like they go for, of course I don't work, but they go for Kyle's job and the girls' medical insurance. That's the fucking shit that they're trying to do. Special needs kids. But that they celebrate calling the cops and do it all the time. And I haven't made a report to anybody. Yeah, 100% Kelly. I don't play like that. Show how low can you go? Exactly. Yeah. But that's the thing is like we knew they would do that, but they instead of spamming my phone with their spam shit, they went after his because of course it interferes with the course of a business day. They went after like they were pretty calculated and tried to hit him thinking that if they affected his finances in some way, shape, or form, or bothered his job, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, pure speculation, but that's kind of, maybe he'll make her get off. No, he ain't gonna make me get off. He's gonna come and sit and tell you about yourself right in front of you. ICU is an unhappy heifer. Yeah, Sunshine, absolutely. Agree. It's so immature. Yeah, Nana L, that's the thing is like, that's why I'm just documenting it and, continue. I'll tell you guys what happens if there's anything else. The reason why it's just weird that they're so unintelligent. Like you have to have proof that he has done work for you and solid proof of payment and shit like that. Like it's so dumb. I keep feeling like we're dealing with toddlers, the level of thinking they do. Yeah. Oh, my Lanta, 100%. Yeah. 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 Nanya, right? Like, I'm like, and Kyle, he just finds it to be ridiculous. He's a man's man, though. Like, he works on vehicles. He finds, like, the computer stuff, he finds it funny what we do over here, but he doesn't really it's not entertaining to him like that. So, I don't know. It's just fucking weird. These people are just weird. But he ain't about to tell me, oh, you need to get off the line because no, that ain't how it works. He's like, come on, let me pull up a chair and say some more shit they can clip. Yeah, Revival, that's true. That's true. I honestly, though, I will say this. I tend to believe that it's definitely not her. And the reason why I believe that is because I don't think she's stupid enough. She knows she doesn't live in Utah. It's like, making a complaint on a contractor's license. That's pretty stupid. So for them to use her name specifically leads me to believe that somebody else that's pissed at Molly that also is pissed at me too and is trying to but that's my theory. Yeah, I don't give a shit. You fuck with my kids though, and you end up screwing with their medical stuff, then, we'll just play it out front. It'll be what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, Moonlight, 100%. 100%. He tries to act like that sweet little innocent. He's no different than that Josh guy. No different. He's just a little bit more polished on the outside. Wise guys, I tend to agree with you. Peg, she mentioned it yesterday. She didn't go into details, and then she claimed that she still talks to Wynette. Absolutely, oh my Lanta, 100%. Yeah, Nanya. I wonder who I also made references to. If you continue to fuck with me, I'm coming for your franchise. Wonder if that's why. However, I haven't made a call, made a report, anything. The only thing I am going to do is FOIA her calls and nonsense that she's done on me. Cantaloupe. Yes. Kool-Aid. Obsessives. Yeah. Like, yeah. Yeah. Very much so. And that's the crazy thing is like, a lot of these people, like she's single, pretty, could have a life. To each their own. Now I see why though. Yeah, Peg, agreed. Sarah, right? Well, I'm a blonde. I guess I could fit into that too, Sarah. And what the hell is up with calling me Mrs. Doubtfire? Do you find that to be offensive? Molly, you can say anything you want about my looks. Not a single thing over here is going to change because of your old haggard ass. Not going to happen. That is pure projection of your own insecurities. I don't have that. You're not going to make me have those. I'm very okay with who I am. I mean, I showed you guys fucking middle school pictures of me. If that says my give a fuck is broken, my give a fuck's broken. I don't care. Looks mean nothing in the big scheme of life. I mean, that's the only thing you have semi to fall back on, but not anymore. I mean, looking like Tito Ortiz, people are really confused. Nikki, you know, hold on, I gotta show you guys this. I'll do a better one later, but where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Hold on. I look like hell today, too, just so you guys know. That's who Kyle found last night when we were checking out something. I made him watch my clips that I did. The resemblance is uncanny. ICU is going to get herself in trouble. ICU and Goose are both going to get themselves in trouble. I know exactly a lot of information. I'm not going to release it. But they're going to end up, because they're the ones that are doing the dumb stuff of digging and paying for a lot of this stuff and putting it out publicly in sneaky ways. That, you know, when your hands are dirty like that, you can't just hide them and be like, oh yeah, I wiped them off. There's nothing to see here. Like, when you're doing stuff on the internet, shit is traced. Granted, it takes a certain level and we're not there, but at some point in time, they're going to cross the wrong one. And it's going to happen. They're going to do it to the wrong person. Kyle was spot on for real, right? I know. Kyle and his comparisons are not good. The shit he sees. Oh, yeah, Toby. She's so high class. Yeah, buddy, I see that too. The Gary Busey. Thank you, Lisa. I crack myself up at times too, just so y'all know. I told you guys that Kyle had a very dry sense of humor. He does. He connects really well with people like in the UK with the more staunch. He loves that. He's hysterical. As Miles, I'm starting to wonder if he's a feeder. I should have said that, but I can't help it. So where she was hollering at him to get food yesterday, I was like, wait a second. What is happening here? I love Mrs. Doubtfire too. I don't find that offensive. That's why I'm like, that's a compliment. Mrs. Doubtfire is a fucking amazing and came in and like, yeah, what is that's a compliment. Is Kyle a mechanic? Kyle went to diesel mechanic school. Then he was a railroad engineer for quite some time. And currently he owns his own tile. He does high-end tile and real stone work. In fact, he's finishing up a pretty big job, and I'll have him get me a video and show you guys like start to finish kind of what he does. Right now, he is currently tracing down in-floor heat because a grid section of the in-floor heating is not working. So they have to go and search when you have multiple thousand square feet of tile and have to find a little section. It's really frustrating. I said that shit out loud. I tried to screw it right over. 10,000 tamales? What? Molly needs a drive-by fruiting. Forgotten, y'all, please go check out Forgotten Whispers. Forgotten Whispers has been kicking out some kick-ass videos too. Some kick-ass. Kool-Aid, your videos had me cracking up. You catch shit that's mentioned about you that I don't ever catch. I'm like, wait, I was just mentioned in that. What? Yeah. Nunya's seen some of his good work. Yeah. Yes, Janelle, if you can do it when you first do it. It's definitely worth the investment, especially if you're in a place like Utah where our cold is drastically pretty cold. And if it's real tile, I'll show you guys this job. It's crazy. Thank you guys. Tomorrow, don't forget, I'm going to move the time because Nunya is doing her spot on Fridays. I had just did that, or like threw a random time out there. So the time will be moved on tomorrow's event, so it doesn't interfere with anything Nunya's doing, because that's going to be her set time on Fridays. So I'm going to move it around hers, but we will be doing the sub and mod appreciation tomorrow. Sarah, I am in right around Salt Lake City. I'm not from here, though. We've only been here for 4.5 years. Kool-Aid, there's a feature that you can preview messages on Facebook Messenger. You can't on a business page. Like if you were to message me on the business page, as soon as I open it, you can tell. Like I don't have a preview option on the business page, but in general Messenger, from person to person, yes, you can preview them without opening it. If it's somebody you've talked to before, what you do is you move it to your archived, and then if they sent you another one, you go in and you can preview it without. Oh, really? I love Utah's beautiful. It is very beautiful. Most of his work is up in Park City, Heber area. Yes, we have some amazing clip channels out here too. There's some good ones. All right, y'all. I'm going to hop off. I got to go get another little kid, another little chitlin. And y'all, I will continue to tell you guys what happens out here. Oh, another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is I am going to turn my members function on. Please do not feel like you have to join at all. I will do members only stuff. I'm not doing it yet. It will only be $1.99. That will be a set price forever. I'm not going to do shady shit like put a video out here, put it behind members only all the time on you guys. That's not how I roll. Members only content will probably be members only content. And by the way, I'm still trying to figure out why that video will not play in Australia. The one I did the other day, I've tried to edit out something out of it. I've tried it 3 times now, and I'm still not sure what's catching it. So I'm still working on that one, and hopefully we'll get it back up. If not, we can talk about it again and do it better. Because that is a very like well-rounded, it was no like favoritism shown in that one. So with the membership stuff though, please don't feel bad if you can't join or anything like that. It's only because I kind of wanted a smaller community so I can have more personal interaction with you guys. We can do members only videos, things like that. Just on the whim, whatever. Maybe my cooking stuff, things like that. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. Australia is the one that always is the one that's booted. Anything from Australia can get booted. Oh, Nana, good idea. Glenjamin, thank you. There's a lot of new names in here today. Thank y'all for coming by. I don't know how a lot of you found me, but I'm so glad you're here. And if you've been here for a while and are just now talking, I'm so glad to see your faces and talking. Everybody's welcome here. Difference of opinion is welcome here as long as it's respectful and we can have adult conversations. We're all for that. Again, we appreciate all of you guys so much. And tomorrow we're just going to have some fun. Nana. Did you guys see in the island up here? You guys are going to have to look at that little picture. Maybe I'll have to post a big picture. The Nunya made us a little Tessa pamphlet photo for our corners to identify the Tessa safe islands. Tessa and Tessers. Again, I'm calling you guys testicles. I got to figure out a different name for the men. My next year at me too. Thank you all for being here. Yeah. Oh, Glenjamin, I don't know her personally, but she was one of the first pages that I started following after I came to YouTube. I love her content. I absolutely think her content's amazing. She actually has given me quite a few ideas on how to stay safe and stuff like that. Burnt toast is great. Yeah. If you are a Tessa or identify as a Tessa, you can use that too. Feel free. It's not a invite type thing. You're all Tessas and testicles over here. Might as well just start calling you testicles. Yes, Julie, that's what she claims in this video that she was doing. And this is just the first portion of that video. I can't make it bigger on that, but hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up this way. Oh, you know what I can do? Hold on. I think I can add it to here. I think I can add it in my, hold on. I figured it out. I'll add it in an overlay. Can you see that? Oh, let me take the banner off. Anybody catch what's all in there? The Kool-Aid, thank you. I crack up every time. Somebody said every time I hear her say Becky, I think, I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers cannot deny. When a girl walks in with a itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. I think it was Elle that said that. Revival. I should print off some of my middle school pictures and start fucking signing them for y'all. Who wants an autographed picture of me with my big old gap in my teeth? If that doesn't say I have no fucking shame in my life, what else? Like, how many people are sitting up here showing you middle school pictures of them? Come on. Like, I don't have no shame in this game. Navy. You guys are seeing what's in this? Our answer for trivia is a theme in this photo. If you don't know too, and you're new here and you've never hung out with us, we play random trivia at times. We go live and just start talking, and then we end up in random trivia, and the trivia never has an answer that's penis, but everybody always says penis. And we also are known for saying the number 18 when asked anything, and it means nothing, but to everybody else, it's like this big, huge conspiracy theory. So that's our Nunya for you. Forgotten. Yes, I loved the MC Hammer outfits. Y'all, I gotta find a picture of my mom from the 70s, her high school pictures, and show you. She had the feather boas. Oh my God, she was gorgeous. Freaking stunning. Like, I'm proud of my family. I don't always like them, but I don't know. I don't see why people are so shameful about who they are. For the record, they are plush toys. Julie, you guys are nuts. Walter's in the chat. Tessa happens island. Yep. We need batteries. You guys are crazy. All right, y'all. I gotta go. I don't want to, but maybe I'll come back this afternoon. I don't know. Kenzie, this week has been crazy. I have been just, I don't even know where I've been. All over the place. Happiness. Happiness Island. Hey, Wally. Hey, Walter, you want to have a conversation? I bet we know some people that know some people that know some people that might know something about something, because I hear you have ninja skills and you are the knower of all things. Oh, goodness. Should we let him know? Because he may not know. Who's going to tell him? You guys are ridiculous. All right. I'm out. I don't know if I'll see you guys later or not. I hope that other freaking video disappears. If it doesn't, I don't even know. It's just going to sit there. Okay. You guys know my biggest troll out here is technology. Okay. If you really want to fuck with me, fuck with my technology, because that fucks with me on its own. Maybe it's just me. the oracle, if you will. Walter is the great Oz. Oh, goodness. All right, y'all. I'll see you guys around. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and it'll be another day. And we will go over the last maybe sections of the last part of this video, but it's fucking long. It's like a 4-hour length of video. But this proved the point of she absolutely is victim shaming, and she's claiming she's standing up for Dylan, and that's not it. Her whole point of her video has been missed, but okay. With that said, thank you all for being here. If you don't mind, I'm going to say it once. I never say this. Please hit the thumbs up on your way out. I would greatly appreciate it. I appreciate all of your time. Thanks again. Becky, over and out. Why did I just say it like that? Becky. Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. Okay, that's got to go. Contessa, over and out.